What motivated you, or who motivated you?
I think a big motivator for me was just being a woman in a sport that's male dominated.
We joined a league. We joined a league to do axe throwing, and I was terrible. I dropped every single axe, and I didn't like that, so I built a little target in our backyard, and every single day I was practicing.
He didn't like it because I was better than him. I got called to throw against someone, and he came up to me and he said, "You know, I've only ever lost to one other woman." And it just like lit a fire in my heart, and I was like, "Well, prepare to have lost to two women." You're going down, and I did. I beat him. I knocked him out, and I ended up taking second in that tournament to Dylan, who took first in the tournament.
And one of the guys there just came up to me and said, "How long have you been throwing?" I said, "A month and a half." He was like, "Dude, you're going to be a world champion."
Hello guys, this is Elio Piedra, and we are here at this wonderful place. This is we could say that brand new. It's been here for a few months, but everyone right now is discovering this incredible place. I will call it really paradise for fun. That's what I will call it. This is Swamp Axel, and we just been here for a few minutes, and it is a blast already. I am here with our new friends from Fiesta Radio 95.7, Dylan and Krissy, 2 times world champion and axe thrower. And let me tell you something, the very first woman to be on ESPN Sports on axe throwing. How about that? Hey! Wow. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
Great, thank you.
No, I am so, well, we're also excited here. We had the Anelis, Esther, Mafe behind camera. And we just had an incredible time. Well, first of all, thank you so much for your time, for making it happen. We really appreciate it. I already feel that the stress that I had before, I don't have it now.
Yes, it's a great stress reliever.
Absolutely.
And without alcohol, okay? Let me tell you. So thank you for that. We really appreciate it. We want to learn about your story. Why Gainesville? Why axe throwing? How you guys met? I know it's a beautiful story of love. We want to learn about everything. Okay, so let's begin by saying, how do you guys meet?
So we went to rival high schools in Tampa, but we were both band kids, and all the band kids know everybody and get along with everybody. So we met through band.
The band, and so what instrument do you play?
Euphonium and trombone.
And then all the brass and percussion instruments.
Yeah. So what's your favorite percussion instrument?
Favorite? I like the marching cymbals because they're very physical, very visual.
That's how you got the thing.
Yeah, I got the hands. Yeah.
I see you. All right. So you guys met. How old when you guys met?
We were 14, 15 years old. Yeah.
So, but there is a story behind that. How you end up in Tampa? Because I know you mentioned, Krissy, that you don't come from Tampa. How you end up in Tampa, and what's the story behind that?
Yeah. So my mom was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, wow.
And so she needed treatment, and the best place based on all the research we did back then was Tampa at Moffitt. So we relocated for her to get treatment. Wow.
So, and before that, you never tried the accent? You didn't know about Dylan?
Nope.
And what place you were living?
We were in Wesley Chapel, just north of Tampa.
Yes, but North Carolina, South Carolina?
Oh, yes. I grew up in North Carolina, Wilmington on the beach side.
You see, I've been doing my research. So, and that's how you met Dylan?
Yes.
Yeah, in high school. And then we went to the same church.
And the same church, band, wow. So, Dylan, did you ever throw axes before? Back then, I mean, when you were that age?
No, it wasn't really a thing back then. It really sort of blew up around 2017, 2018, and by that time we were both in our first years of college, but still didn't know what it was. Around 2020, after the pandemic, we wanted to take my dad out for his birthday, and we went to an axe throwing bar in Wesley Chapel, and I ended up loving it. And then so when we came back home to Orlando, where we were at the time, we were doing some music stuff there. We joined a league. We joined a league to do axe throwing, and I was terrible. I dropped every single axe, and I didn't like that, so I built a little target in our backyard, and every single day I was practicing.
He didn't like it because I was better than him.
Poquito.
Hey, I love it. She was better than her. Okay, that's awesome. All right, so when you actually, there is a point in your life, at some point, you know, like, this is my thing. Like, this is for me. I got what it takes, And besides, I mean, regarding all of the moments that you fell through and all of that, when was the point that you said, like, I'm gonna be good at this?
I think there was two big moments for me. It was, we did a whole league in one day, and some people traveled for that from out of state who were axe throwers, and they were there and they were scoping us out, and one of the guys there just came up to me and said, how long have you been throwing? I said, a month and a half. He was like, dude, you're gonna be a world champion. And he said that to me. Wow. And it was super crazy because I guess I was good for the amount of time I was throwing. But the fact that he said that and then he offered to sponsor my world fees.
Wow.
Yeah, was huge. Motivation. So then I just started going to tournaments, spent all the money to go to tournaments, and then eventually started making the money back. So
wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you ever met this person after you won?
Oh, after? Yes. Yeah. We ended up being pretty good friends.
That's awesome.
And yeah, duels partners. We threw duels a couple times, and then this is probably the second time that I realized, yeah, I've got it. There was an invitational that I wasn't supposed to be at, but they ran out of people, and so I was like, I want to throw, and did terrible my first match. I dropped the axes; they didn't stick, and I lost. And then something just clicked, and I was like, you know what? Just throw. And I ended up going all the way through the B bracket, the loser bracket, and I won that tournament. I won the invitational. All the best throwers in the world were there, and I ended up winning that a couple weeks before the World Championships in 2021. So that was yeah.
What place? Where were you at?
That was in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Woo!
Yeah.
I love Tennessee.
We get to travel a lot for axe throwing,
That's
so
awesome.
it's a lot of fun.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get into that because I know you just went to Japan and all of that. I know that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But,
get into that.
But now you just mentioned your key moments in your life. But what about Krissy? So, what motivated you, or who motivated you?
I think a big motivator for me was just being a woman in a sport that's male dominated. And so there was a tournament in Orlando we were at, and I got called to throw against someone, and he came up to me and he said, I've only ever lost to one other woman. And it just lit a fire in my heart, and I was like, well, prepare to have lost to two women. You're going down. And I did. I beat him. I knocked him out, and I ended up taking second in that tournament to Dylan, who took first in the tournament.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
But do you remember this dude's face?
Yes, I will never forget this dude's face.
I can only see his face like, oh, I lost to this woman.
Yes.
We see this image, we just pretend.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Like, that actually motivated you. And that was, you said, in Tampa or in Tennessee also?
That was in Orlando. It was a regional tournament in Orlando.
That's where we started throwing axes, pretty much.
Awesome. So you went to the World Championship. When you actually went to the World Championship as well?
We actually went together.
Yeah.
So we got bids together for duels, which is two throwers at the same target at the same time. So we were duels partners, and we got a bid to go through duels together.
Wow.
So he was there for other implements as well, like he won hatchet and stuff, but we got to go together, which was really cool.
So we're here with two world champions axe throwing, world champions. So no fighting at home, everything good at home?
Absolutely not. There's too many axes everywhere.
Too many axes.
Axes, knives, sharp objects everywhere.
Oh, I'm sure you get that joke oftentimes.
All the time.
All the time. So let's talk about Japan. I just learned that, Krissy went to Japan. Well, I think you guys actually went together.
I was holding down the fort right here.
Yes, he was running the business. So I am a brand ambassador for an axe throwing company. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. I'm the only woman to be a brand ambassador, so it was pretty awesome. And he was sponsoring a tournament in Japan, and he was like, I want to bring one of my ambassadors with me. And so I was selected to go with him and be an ambassador for the sport, for the brand. And I have friends that are axe throwers in Japan, so I also got to go and have a reunion with my Japanese axe throwing friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you remember what city was that?
We were in Tokyo.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Capital. That's
In
awesome.
the heart of everything. Yes.
Yeah, woof, they said that Tokyo is the middle of the world. You know, there's so many people. Like, you know. Question for you guys. Now let's tap into the business. Why Gainesville? How do you heard about Gainesville? Because you know, obviously Tampa, Tennessee, North Carolinas. How you end up in Gainesville?
It's actually funny because after high school, I came to Gainesville to go to school at UF and Santa Fe.
He was in the Gator Band.
Shout out Gator Band. And then we moved away to Orlando to do some music stuff, and then came back to Tampa for an axe throwing opportunity. And then another opportunity came up, and we moved all the way to Illinois to run an axe throwing venue for a friend. He needed some help, and it was a great way to learn the ins and out of running this business. And then after a couple of years up there, we had another set of friends down here say that they were going to buy this place, which I was here when it was the Hatchetberry before, when I was in college. And so I was like, oh yeah, I know the Hatchetberry. It's a good location. You guys are going to buy it. We want in. And they were like, absolutely.
Yeah, and talking about that, when the Hatchetberry, how you said? Okay, so that was a whole very different. I mean, because in here when I came inside, remember what I meant when I mentioned, I just showed up. I mentioned like I never expected this to be this way. Because the Hatchetberry was very different, and you guys have so much technology. The dynamic is very different.
We are innovating, and we're trying to grow, and we're trying to add more entertainment opportunity.
Exactly. That's the perfect term for that. More entertainment opportunity, more the diversity. You have games, you have pool, you have a bar. We're gonna get into that. And you have so many lanes for people. Wow. So when you guys actually did the grand opening, when you guys started this business?
Yeah, so we did the grand opening with the Gainesville Chamber of Commerce in November.
Wow.
So 4 months ago.
that was when we changed the name from Hatchetberry to Swamp Axe.
I see. So and since November until now, obviously we are almost on April, obviously. And how has it been the response from the community? Do you see like a good response? Has it been excitement? What is the demographic? Have you seen more diverse like community or more Latinos? More how has it been within the community?
I think it's been amazing. It's been very diverse, but mainly each month we've been growing and people have been coming in and experience, and we've been going out places too, you know, with our mobile axe throwing trailer. And so really just trying to get a firm grasp on the community here in Gainesville and let them know, hey, we're here, this is your entertainment and event space.
And talking about events, what type of events are you guys trying to accommodate within the venue? Because this is literally a venue. Like you can have any type of event, but what are the type of events that you guys would love to tap into?
Yeah, we want to start having event evenings where like there's dancing, whether that's line dancing or a Latin night. We want to have karaoke and trivia and do things that will bring the community here, whether it's for that entertainment, they come for the dancing, but they stay for the axe throwing.
As well as some other throwing league type stuff. So we have our axe throwing leagues, we have disc golf putting leagues, big disc golf scene here in Gainesville, so we were very fortunate to pair with them. And then we're just now starting cornhole leagues as well, but we can start pool, darts, all this other fun throwing activities as well.
Wow. And are you guys accepting like ideas like corporate events, weddings? Have you ever done any weddings where, you know, the bride and groom with the bridal party? Have you ever done that?
We haven't. We're in talks with someone right now. We're hoping to lock it down, but we have plenty of room to accommodate those kinds of receptions. We do a lot of stuff with the Greek community at UF, so we do a lot of like daddy-daughter nights for sororities, and there's Dad's Weekend coming up at UF that we're doing an event for the Greek life, and of course we do tons of corporate events from groups of 20 to groups of 200.
This is crazy.
Yeah, pretty fun stuff.
And on top of that, they have a mobile. Let's talk about your mobile axe throwing vehicle.
Yeah.
How that idea came to mind, and have you used it yet?
Yes, we have. So we went up to a tournament and was able to pick up a trailer. I traded a truck in to be able to haul this trailer because it's a pretty big trailer, and we've been fixing it up ever since. And we've done 1 or 2 events so far with it. We're still learning the kinks of how to run it, and it goes smoothly. Coming up, we have the food festival
GCM Food Fest.
That's right. Thank you.
They're going to be next to us.
Yeah, right next to them.
Yay!
With our trailer, and we can do a bunch of different events to go out. Just bring the axe throwing fun to you.
And you know, I love that. Bringing the Fiesta to you and bring the axe throwing fun to you. And let's actually, shout out to GCM Food Fest, gift certificates and more. It's going to be April 17th from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Such an incredible opportunity for fun and for family fun. Let me tell you, they're going to have beer, garden, they call it garden beer, I guess. And they have 60 different restaurants. And on top of that, you guys now are at it. Like, we never had this before. I've been doing the festival for over 5 years, as I was mentioning, and now with axe throwing action.
Yes.
With the world champions, baby. It's gonna be unique. Extra special. I am super excited. Well, first of all, we met, Krissy and I, we met with other friends at an incredible networking meeting by Gainesville City Lifestyle. Shout out to them as well for that awesome event. And you know, when I was learning about your story, and then you were talking about Dylan's story and your story with business, this is an entrepreneurial spirit with a touch of, well, the biggest touch is fun, like really. As I was mentioning, we just came here and I didn't know how much fun it was. Like, axe throwing, throwing, you think about, okay, let's go there. When you get like, wow, hey, you gotta put your position. It's so cool. It is so cool. What is the most fun story you guys ever got from your clients or friends or anyone? The most fun, the one that you wanna make sure our listeners get.
It's tough. I mean, we had one, they didn't reach out to us ahead of time. They just booked online and showed up. It was a group of like 50 people.
50?
Yeah, they just showed up, 50 people. It was this guy with a local business, but he had people from Canada visiting for the business, a retreat, I guess, just something. But they just showed up, just 50 people wanting to throw. And we were like, all right, let's do this.
Okay.
We're talking about, where are you guys from? We'd love to have you come back. And they're like, oh, we're from Canada. And we were like, and you're here? And they're like, yeah, this is a work function. So they were just telling us all about their business and where they were from and why Canada and why are they here in Gainesville. And it was just really crazy, but we have the space to accommodate things like that. So if people need that last minute space to host people, we're the place for that.
Are you guys the only ones running the whole show? You have employees, teammates?
We have employees, yeah, we have a team, but we're the boots on the ground for ownership and management.
Yeah, our team, we call them experts.
Yeah.
I love it. I saw it on the shirt actually on the back.
Yes.
That's super cool. We're talking about events. We're talking about fun. How can people book events? How can people go and be a click, a call, a number away from, reaching out to you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. All of our information is on Google, on our website. You can find emails if you want to book big events, or it takes you straight to our booking software that's on our website, and you just 2 clicks away from booking a lane for
right here,
small.
right here, you see it right there?
That's right.
That, boop, 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 all those, call the number, that website, and we'll make sure you have the best time ever throwing axes.
That's
okay?
right.
Yes, absolutely. So anything else that you would like to share with our community that we haven't tapped into?
Come out for our first week of the Axe Leagues, okay? If you've been here before and you know how much fun it is, the first week is
April 14th.
April 14th, completely free for anybody who wants to try it out. And it's such a great community that we've built here, and everybody is so positive and lifts everybody up that you need to come out and try it. It's completely free for anybody who wants to try our weekly Axe Leagues, so
That's
come
awesome.
out.
No, and I would love to point out the fact the safety here is incredible. Safety, obviously first, but you guys, imagine they are world champions, obviously, and they, I've been learning a lot today about the safety and the steps, how you throw, you grip, all of that. And as a musician, right? Repetition, muscle memory, discipline. So
I account being a musician to how I got so good at axe throwing. It's because you got to know how to practice, and
Exactly.
musicians, they know how to do that.
And how to be patient with yourself.
Yes.
And so that's why, the very 3-4 times I did it today, But again, listening to Dylan and Krissy, I got better really fast. And hey, I did pretty decent today.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta come
Great.
back. Gotta come back.
Yeah, we gotta have you come back for a full hour to get the full experience.
Yeah.
Because just 1, 2, 3 throws, it's not enough. Plus, we also have upgrades that you can purchase. So we have knives that we can teach you how to throw.
Oh.
We have a big axe that you can throw. We have some tomahawks. We've got a lot of really fun upgrades.
It's okay, we gotta go. That's cool. I didn't know that. Wow, that's so fun. That's so fun that you have so many, so many options, to throw. That's cool.
Yeah, once you get comfortable with the main axes.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, please. Yes, absolutely.
Then we got more fun stuff for you.
And alcohol. Let's talk about the bar. And obviously you probably have seen images of what we're talking about. But let's show the bar. We're gonna show the bar in this video as well. Let's talk about the different options that you have for alcohol and packages. Do you sell alcohol packages for the events? Are they included? Are not included? What are the prices? You wanna tap into that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were talking about our VIP experience. So we have our special party room. And when you book that online, it will ask you if you'd like to add on a drink package. So you can add on those drink packages. You can build your whole event right there on our website.
Wow.
Or if you're having that big special event with 200 people renting out the whole space, we can talk numbers and prices via email for those drink rates to get you a really good deal for the space to make sure that it's affordable for your whole party when they want to come in and have fun.
Whoa, that's awesome. That's awesome. Private room, we have the entire room, because they can also rent the big room, right?
Yes, you can rent the entire space, all 7 lanes, 14 targets. We can fit up to 200 people in here.
Yeah, we can do private birthday parties, we can do baptism, weddings, divorce, you name it, right?
Divorce parties are really fun, actually.
That's super cool. You can put the face of your ex.
And the full stock of beer and wine helps with those as well.
Yes, beer, wine, seltzers, ciders, local beers like Swamp Head Brewery and First Magnitude, Three Daughters. We also have non-alcoholic options as well. So we have NA beers, but we also have energy drinks, coffees, sodas, all of that. So there's something for everybody.
That's so cool. All right, let me ask you about fun stuff. Well, you're always having fun because throwing axes is super fun. But what do you guys like to do when you are not throwing axes?
Throw other things.
Yeah, so we both are a part of the Gainesville Chainhawks Disc Golf Club.
What?
So actually today I'm going out for the women's doubles disc golfing event. Yeah, today I'll be heading out there later today.
It's a great community.
It is.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun. I also really like to read, so I'm almost always listening to a book or physically reading a book.
What's your favorite book?
Oh, that is a really hard question. Probably the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas.
Wow. Do you guys like podcasts too? Listening to podcasts?
Yeah, I've started to get into them now. I'm a part of BNI, which is a business networking group, and so they have this amazing podcast channel through BNI that talks all about growing your business and networking, and it is very, very insightful, and they're nice. They're like short little 15, 20-minute little tidbits, so, driving to work, I can listen to one, and it's really nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know you guys as part of this, you probably are, but the Greater Gainesville Chamber of Commerce, we have something it's called Young Professionals Group.
Yes.
Have you been to the meeting?
We have been, yeah.
Yes.
The one at the arcade.
We went to the kickoff social.
Very nice.
Beginning of the year.
Right now at Fiesta Radio, we just launched the very first episode of their own podcast. And they're bringing businesses. So you guys have to be there.
Yeah, we're a member of the chamber, so we will have to reach out and try to get in there
Absolutely, because such a great story, very inspiring, very motivating, and there is a lot of, everything seems so clean, so pretty, so beautiful, so fun, but it is a lot of work. When you see that, and me being a business owner and an entrepreneur myself, a musician too, I know what it takes. All I see around me is a lot of work. A lot of work, a lot of dedication, passion. You just mentioned the trailer, how much you have to put into that, So I really want to congratulate you both, for everything that you guys are doing. And thank you for being here in Gator Nation.
Thank you for coming, man. Thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. We are looking forward to, partner more and support and seeking ways and excuses to collaborate together, because we say we don't have opportunity, we create opportunities.
That's right.
We create opportunities so we can also make sure our Latino community, we have a little over 50,000 Latinos in Alachua County. They know about this awesome place that is so nice for family, you know. You just mentioned about a camp for kids. That it is cool.
We do a summer camp for kids coming up probably in June. July. And then Sundays, family days. If you bring your kids in, half off. You're actually.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Well, I know you guys got to get ready for later, but I want to, again, thank you guys. Thank you both. We had a great time. We'll see if we can throw some videos in there of us ourselves throwing some axes. It was kind of crazy how bad I was at the beginning.
But you got it. You listened.
I got it. Hey, you know, you're like, oh, I got
Jazz hands.
I got
Jazz hands. The soccer analogy.
And the hands.
Yeah.
Well, just check this out. If you never throw axes before, think about the hands, right? And the thing. And then when you come, you see like, what the heck was Elio talking about?
You'll know.
And it helps that we have a 2-time world champion here to teach you how to throw, so.
Exactly. Two real masters. So, again, guys, Swam Axet, right?
Yep.
Swam Axet here in Gator Nation, Gainesville, Florida, wherever you are. Even if you stop by for coffee at Miapa Latin Cafe, you say, you know what? I feel like throwing some axes, throwing something, you know? As long as it's not to your wife, let me tell you, hey, make sure it's only flowers. Here, we throw axes.
That's right. Perfect day night.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the perfect day night too. We didn't even mention that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure again you visit the website below. It's going to be in the description of this video. All over our social media. You're probably watching on YouTube. You're probably watching this on Facebook, on Instagram, on our stories. It doesn't matter. Come on over, have fun to Fiesta Radio 95.7 at Swam Axet. Thank you.
Thank you, Elio.
Thank you.
You're the best, man.
I try my best.